Well, good afternoon, guys. Can you keep it quiet for a second? I'm doing a video.
Well, we're in the middle of a game.
Then play your game there. Anyway, so good afternoon. As you can tell, we're back in Outlaw's Kitchen. We went out to the case lot sale at Magnet. Now, that it wasn't the greatest sale in the world, as prices are going up and everything like that. But the one thing that they did have was they had the pork loins for sale. Now, Karen wants this mainly cut into chops and stir fry. But because you have the whole loin, you have the center, you have the sirloin, and you have the rib. The rib chops will leave as chops. And you can see this a beautiful, beautiful chop. And really what the loin is the exact same thing as your, loins, pork loins, your prime rib, but except for a hog. But what I wanted to show you is somebody was telling me the other day, well, I love my butterfly pork chops. And he's paying a premium price for having it butterflied at the store. And what is a butterfly pork chop? So we're going to do one for you. We're going to cut a little bit extra wide. And that we're going to do is we'll take this other knife here. It's hard to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to butterfly it from here. Okay, so just cut a little bit over like that, and then we'll just take the other one. We'll go like this. Just a wee bit more, I think. Down. And there you have it. The pork chop. A little bit more. It's hard. I'm still suffering a bit. There you have your butterfly pork chop. Now, what you're getting in the store is every time a cut is made, guess what? It's increasing your price of your meat. But don't buy butterfly pork chops. Just buy a whole pork loin or a half loin or whatever is on sale. And then go to and butterfly it yourself. It's a lot easier than going through all the other stuff. But I'll leave the sirloin end down here, and that's what I'm going to make Karen stir fry with. But she also mentioned to me that she might like some pork stew. So, okay, here we go. We're into the center chop. And we'll just cut them into 1-inch cubes. And this is the same thing that you do with any cut of meat. And it's really simple to do, and it saves you just tons and tons of money. And it doesn't take that long a time. And there's your pork pork stew meat. That's why I leave the fat cap on, because you need a little bit of a fat cap when you're cutting stewing meat and stuff like that, and why I leave the sirloin end to the very end, because it's got not a fat cap on it. But for the pork chops and stuff like that, we'll make just a little bit more stew. And so while everybody's playing their game in there, we'll just get the rest of this stewing beef. And we'll get Karen over here for just a second. Hey, Karen! Karen? Come here. Do you want any more stewing beef? I mean, stew pork for stews. This is the center chop. You're going to get a lot more fat running through a rib chop than the center. And this is where you would usually butterfly. I know Karen wants to have some stewing meat as well. And
no, Sarah got Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for her birthday, and that's what they're playing.
I see. Here.
Hello.
We're all sitting here and going like that.
Is this the one, right?
Well, there's one going back to the house, right? So
Right, so that's still in the fridge.
yeah, and that's going over to Nathan and my place. So is that, do you just want one
You
package of
mean
stew?
Nathan and Eric's
Nathan
place.
and Eric's place, yes.
You're only there because of doctor's appointments.
Yeah, see, brain damage. Anyway, so let's get another few pork chops out. So you get Karen to get this bag. This is beautiful. Like I say, you can cut so many bloody pork chops off a whole loin. And like I said, there's no point in overpaying for anything. Wait for it to go on sale. And
Where did I put?
away you go. Like I say, once we get down to the sirloin end, then we'll be doing.
If you want, you can do some.
Well, also I was going
stir-fry.
to do some stir fry at the sirloin end here,
Okay.
because you said you wanted stir fry, but I figured you wanted some stew as well.
Maybe one more bag of stew. Once.
Okay. But we're in a good time at home. I'm glad to get home in Castor for a while, even if it's only for a weekend, before I go back to my neurologist. Who's probably, if he's watching this, probably freaking out right now because I wasn't necessarily supposed to leave either. But shh, we won't say anything, will we?
I need one more pork chop, or two more pork chops, and I'll just cook up some pork chops for supper tonight. Because you're staying for supper, right?
Here, 2 more pork chops.
But then that's one all by itself.
That's fine. I'll stew that one. Because it's a rib chop anyway, so it's got that nice fat running through it, which is really good for stews. But when we get back up to Edmonton to Nathan's house, we're going to be working on the bacon because we have 14-pound belly to fix up and something like that.
What happened here? This is extra thick, so maybe I'll put this one in here.
Okay, so now we're down to the rib end. Actually, cut the sirloin end. I'm sorry, Karen. But we can do stir fry with this. The rib, if you look at it, is just like a prime rib. It's got the fat that runs through the meat. So if you were doing this in beef, this would be your prime rib or your ribeye steaks. You notice there's a difference in the coloration. You've got a dark and a lighter side. Hold on, I'm going to cut this rib piece up for stew too. I know when you go to Costco and you go to other places and stuff like that, and they trim every last bit of fat off of the meat that you're getting, that's a no-no, because a lot of your flavor
Comes from the fat.
resides from the fat, and
fat isn't necessarily bad.
fat isn't necessarily bad for you. Saturated fats, yes, they're not that
Trans
good.
fats, yes, but meat fat, not necessarily.
So this one we're going to start Karen stir fry. So because as it gets to be colder weather, and it's now, we're just about to November, and
It was like 23 degrees on Friday.
yeah, it was actually quite warm. It was warm in Edmonton, but as you can see, we're stir frying the rib portion of the meat, and Karen's packing up more stewing pork. And a wife, excuse me, like I say, falling on one's head and getting a brain injury is conducive with screwing up what type of meat it is. We're doing pork. We're doing a pork loin. Like I say, if you have an ag food or an HE foods in your town, the pork loins, the whole ones, are on sale for $20 a piece. That is a really good deal. It's a huge deal. And like I say, now it's time, a number, and this is from Ollie Mill, which means that the pork was probably cut right here in Alberta at the Ollie Mill plant in Red Deer, where they do a pork processing there. And Karen and I really like stir fries, the boys. I really like stir fries, whether it be pork or beef. And there is our stir fry all cut up. So it doesn't take long, and there's a lot of value and a lot of money savings in it. And so Nathan and I are going to be heading back up to Edmonton. Like I say, I got to see my neurologist and my doctor next week, or the week after, one or the other, I can't remember. And look at Stormy wants a piece of meat.
No.
How attentive can you get? I can't give you raw meat, dog. But anyway, so we're going to go have some of Sarah's birthday cake in a little while after they're finished playing their games and stuff like that. We certainly like it when you come down to visit us down at either the Outlaw in Karen's kitchen or in Chef Eric's kitchen. We like to show you how to save a little money. We hope that you're all doing well. We hope that you have the good rest of your weekend and have a great Sunday. And we will see you again on the flip side while Eric and I, Chef Eric and I, are starting the cure on the pork belly that we have up in Edmonton. So we'll see you then.